We're in conversation with Vivekananda Venugopal, the Managing Director of Hitachi Data Systems, and we're talking about social transformation through their social innovation business model for fundamental global challenges. So now, what are these fundamental global challenges for which big data analytics is being used?
If you look at some of the fundamental challenges that customers are facing today, it's all got to do with data growth. It's all got to do with business growth. It's all got to do with how do you manage your costs, which are going completely out of control. So these are the fundamental challenges today. So I think we need to really look at a massive transformation. And this transformation really needs to focus in terms of how do you now store your data? How do you now manage your data? How do you access your data? How do you analyze this data and repurpose this data and govern this data so that you're able to really process this in real time and at scale?
You are supporting e-governance now, and you are helping the government for projects like the UID as well, which requires digitization of a lot of records to ensure proper governance and service delivery as well. How have you enabled and helped the government on this front?
Well, we are supporting a lot of e-governance initiatives in India. Recently, we bagged a pretty large contract with our partner HCL Technologies. And we primarily are producing an intelligent information infrastructure for a lot of these government establishments today who are storing a large amount of data. And we are able to provide the real-time scale that's required to store, manage these large amounts of data. Now, we are helping these government establishments address the scalability and huge amount of growth today. But we're also giving them a platform to go ahead and have the capability to undertake business analytics on that data so that they can provide better government services back to the citizens, increase government-to-government collaboration, increase government-to-citizen collaboration, and automate a whole lot of government processes, at the end of the day focused around improving the well-being of the citizen. So this intelligent information infrastructure is the key, not only to address the current challenges, which is what you're referring to, huge amounts of data, but also available for them tomorrow so that they can drive a whole lot of analytics on that. Because that's a wealth of information, and this can directly contribute to the nation's productivity.
Very interesting point you brought up, where using big data analytics is very important. Now, the other place is, of course, you helped London during the London Olympics to use big data analytics for their transportation while the Olympics were on. How did you enable that?
Well, Hitachi Data Systems and Hitachi understand big data. It's in our DNA. So a classic example of big data analytics is if you look at the London Olympics, we commissioned bullet trains to transport a whole lot of citizens to come and attend the London Olympics very effectively and efficiently. But that's just one part of it. But if you look at bullet trains today, they have to undergo maintenance on a regular basis. And this calls for significant downtime, a lot of people involvement, and escalating costs. What we did was we actually implemented sensors on the bullet train. And using the sensor data, we were able to process data in real time and then undertake what we call as real-time maintenance. And by doing real-time maintenance, we were actually able to reduce the costs and increase the safety and provide availability of the bullet train to move a lot of customers. But the other interesting part is we were integrating data that was generated out of traffic sensors, out of a lot of cameras out there, a lot of ticketing systems out there, to ensure that we were able to move citizens effectively from one place to another place.
Do you think we can use big data analytics in the Mumbai locals as well?
Absolutely, there's significant scope out there.
There is scope.
And Hitachi today is playing a very active role in the Indian transportation system, not only in providing monorails and other transportation systems, but we're also playing a role in the control systems as well. So there's significant scope.
Are you helping out the Indian Railways?
Yes, we do play a pretty important role out there.
So from the UID project to the London Olympics and then to Mumbai locals as well, Hitachi seems to have a long way to go and a lot of scope in diverse arenas today. Are emerging verticals like telecom, healthcare, manufacturing, retail likely to drive the IT budget growth this year?
We're starting to see some pretty interesting trends in terms of the investments by these verticals. Definitely we see manufacturing really upping its investment. We see telecom. We see retail opening up, with the government opening up multi-brand retail. I think retail is definitely going to increase the amount of investments. But we also see the banking finance sector really put in a whole lot of increased budgets. So we start to see the sector.
That is something that is likely to drive the IT budget growth.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So in what areas will the customers now be using this 20% increase in budget, and what kind of new technological innovations are we likely to see with this?
Yeah, we do see a lot of customers looking at a lot of innovative technologies. Number one, we see a lot of CIOs talking about investing in business intelligence and business analytics. We also see a trend where customers are investing heavily on virtualization and cloud technologies. And we also see a lot of investments in new applications, which is going to provide them ability to service the business in a real-time basis. And also investments into traditional ERP systems and application consolidation, so that they can leverage their existing investments that they've done in various applications.
With $30 million having invested in the IT space in India, there seems to be a lot of positivity which is coming for IT decision makers as well.
If you look at technology vendors like us, we start to see new opportunities with customers. Because customer challenges become opportunities for us as well as for customers. So it provides us, multiple avenues to drive value for our customers. For example, if you look at cloud is now being adopted by a lot of our customers. It's no longer a buzzword. Customers are actually implementing a lot of private cloud. And that's an increased revenue stream for us and for our partners as well. But customers are also looking at different consumption models. And that provides us with mechanisms for us to apply technologies so that customers can have different ways to consume our technology.
True.
So definitely there's a lot of positivity in the way customers are looking at technologies and how we are adding value to our customers.
Okay. Now, on that note, let's finish our game and we continue talking a little more about this.
All right. Nice spot.
The top priorities for a CIO today, between business intelligence and big data and virtualization and cloud computing, enterprise mobility, IT consolidation, what are the priorities like for a CIO today?
I think if you talk to majority of the CIOs, they seem to be showing interest in all these technologies. And very clearly it's focused around what business problem they're trying to address. So if you look at customers who are trying to drive top-line revenue, they are the ones who are looking at investing in business analytics as technology. If you look at customers and if their business problem is focused around driving down costs, increasing efficiency and supporting business growth, they're the ones who are looking at Hitachi storage virtualization and Hitachi cloud technologies, because these technologies from Hitachi...
Their priority would be cloud computing and virtualization.
These technologies help customers to become more efficient and unlock business value in the data centers.
Right. The next would be?
The next would be, I think, deployment of new applications to drive business growth. If business growth is a priority, then customers will be deploying new set of applications. But then customers are also looking at return on assets today. And that's where they're looking at technologies like application consolidation to unlock value out of the assets that they've already deployed.
That's where consolidation will come into play.
That's where consolidation will come in.
Right. What about enterprise mobility?
Enterprise mobility definitely is a big requirement that we see within the enterprise, and customers are really looking at enterprise mobility for a couple of reasons. Number one, customers are looking at any device, anywhere access within the data center and outside of the data center. Second is they would like to freely move data within the infrastructure. And third, customers are looking at enterprise mobility so that they can have information freely flowing within the organization, separate from the infrastructure and the application that created it. So enterprise mobility definitely is a big trend that we're seeing with CIOs.
Right. Would you think the future of IT, really on a concluding note, would lie into converting data into information? Do you think that's the future of IT today?
Absolutely.
Or do you have a diverse opinion?
Absolutely. We strongly believe that the information economy is going to continue.
Right.
And customers really need to convert the data into information to really be successful in this economy today. And that's where Hitachi Data Systems really provides best-in-class information technologies to help customers address their current challenges today with our technologies. And then we understand big data. We understand big data tomorrow. We understand business analytics tomorrow. And that's where we can create a bridge for these customers as they evolve to be in a position to really unlock business value, have better insight into the data that's being generated so that they can service their business far more effectively and efficiently.
Well, on that concluding note, thank you so much, Vivek, for joining me on Tea Time.
Thank you, Chaiti. Thank you for having us here. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. That's Vivek, the Managing Director of Hitachi Data Systems, and me, Chaiti Narula, signing off right here from Bangalore at Prestige Gulfshire. I will see you next week again. Until then, may the sport be with you.